I guess I need to start at the beginning. I got up really early this morning. I've had a lot on my mind, a lot of things plaguing me, not getting rest. I did get some last night. The plan was Nick and I were going to take my younger brother Chris to his appointment up in Oklahoma City at Integris, and then we were going to go up to my sister's so he could retrieve some stuff. Instead, I got up this morning and I'd been praying pretty hard, and I believe I was inspired to take him up there by myself a lot earlier. We got up there about an hour before my sister expected us to be there, and got up there, and there's a gate, and I texted her, I have a package, but it's too big to put in your package drop box. So she came down, opened the gate for us. She very graciously offered to take him from her house up to his appointment, which was around 2 o'clock, I think, at Integris, and then bring him down here so she can visit with everybody. I am very thankful. My little sister's not only a very gracious person, she's also very pretty. So, absolutely a beautiful girl inside and out. And that's my story, and I'll shoot anybody that disagrees with it. Yeah, right. I am going to, after I do the vlog, I'm going to be looking and see what's playing at the movie theater over in Ada, because I'm kind of wanting to take Linda and go to see a movie. We haven't done that in a long time, a couple of years. We used to go once a week, and then life happened, L-I-F-E. Regardless what we do, tomorrow she and I are going to do something, just the two of us. We never get to. I covet the time I get to spend with my sweetheart. Didn't get to yesterday, and the first thing she told me when I got home yesterday, I missed you, and I miss her every day. She came in and helped me with something. I've apparently got cockroaches in here. I never had them for a long time, but she put some of that gel stuff down, and so and I've got so much to do in here, and I'm not doing it today and tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, I'll work in here, but today I'm just doing a little catch up. I had a client that I was rude to, and I apologized to him. I'm not at liberty to discuss what it was. I've already sent his files back to him. I was extremely rude, but he knew just the right buttons to push to get me to do that. So I turned him on. There's only two of us in the whole state of Oklahoma that have my particular type license, and the other one's up in Nakoma Park. And we both charge the same amount. The only thing I didn't tell him, the other guy is going to gouge him pretty hard. He's going to find out. But I told him what happened was, yesterday we were en route to McAllister. My son Nick was driving, and I was on, I had both my phones with me, and he called or his secretary called and wanted to know how the job was going. I said, I'm not really started. I got your files, but I have kind of a family emergency, and we're having to go over to McAllister, and I'm in the back of a really loud truck. Well, I'll pass it on. She passed on. A little while later, I get a call from him wanting to know why I wasn't doing anything. Normally, I can take my baby laptop and my tablet and my phones, and I can actually do work off of them. That little laptop I've got, that dude is so handy, and I can go anywhere and do anything with it I can do with a regular laptop or a normal desktop. Oh, excuse me. And it is licensed to access the information I have to access. So it's registered with the state of Oklahoma and the federal government. But he struck a nerve in me. He knew just the right buttons to push, but he didn't get the result he thought he'd get. So I was very rude. Then I called back later and apologized to him, and I told him the other guy's name, and he could use him or use me, whichever one he wanted to. He pointedly, well, you need the money, don't you? Actually, no, I don't. You know, but that's beside the point. I told him, no, I don't need the money. It's not a desperation thing. It's a side hustle I do. Well, it blew up. But I've got another job I've got to start later this evening, and I'll be done with it about probably Monday. If I want to work, I can get all the work I want. My main goal, I have two main goals right now. One, to spend as much time with my wife as I can, and two, to help my brother Chris get his life back together. My beautiful little sister today is helping with that, and I greatly appreciate it, more than she knows. We're working towards some stuff. There are some things she and he need to work out between the two of them. They're working on that. About 2 o'clock he had an appointment. He took her to eat somewhere. I'm sorry about fidgeting. I keep running across this paperwork. I need to clean my desk up. I'm covered up in crap. I'll get around. Yeah, y'all hear that all the time. I know. What is this? Okay, bag of giant paper clips. Ah. And I'll quit. I will quit and get on with the vlog. But anyway, after this, when I'm uploading the vlog, I'll check and see what movies are playing over in Ada, and after that, I will it's not just seeing a film, and I don't mind spending the extra money. You know, you'll drop $50 on a date, easy. It's the sitting and eating popcorn and holding hands and sitting in a big theater and absorbing it and enjoying it. And that is what my wife and I used to do, and we loved doing it. We haven't got to in a long time. Like I said, life happened. Kids and grandkids doing this. And but we're going to take a stab at it, and if there's nothing to see there, we might just hop in my antiquated old van or in her pickup and go out to the lake and just enjoy looking at the water or something. Actually, the antiquated old van's running real good for me. And it's comfortable. That's the main thing I like it. Nick and I went to Walmart in it a while ago, and we we put gas, nearly filled it up. Air conditioner works fine. The seats are really comfortable. It's like sitting in an easy chair. And my youngest son, Chris, got it running for me again. He's going to work on Nick's van, but right now he's trying to find a place to live. They're working on that. That's fine. Spoke to my best friend Jerry, and the ball joint on his 4Runner, Toyota 4Runner, fell apart or something. He and Matt and my friend Sammy Kaiser are all working on that, I think. I was going to go by and check on them, but I've got so much going on right now, I don't know that I can. My time is not my own. I plan on going to church tonight, but I'm probably not going to get to because my time is not my own. I have a constant barrage of different things hitting me all the time. I'm stretched way thin. Like Nick said, he's stretched way thin, and that happens when you've got a large family, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it except do what I've got to do. But everything is as should be expected. I think anybody watching this, you better tighten up your belt and get ready to do with or do without, because I think we're just a half a step away from exceedingly hard financial times hitting this country. My best friend Jerry and I, we've looked at that for a long time. My pastor made mention of it last Sunday. That's where we're headed. So you need to thank God for everything you've got every day. You do. You need to be thankful, and you need to help others when you can. Know that this crippled old man loves you, and you need to be kind like that sign says up there. That is tantamount to surviving what is getting ready to hit us. Let me explain real quick before I sign off of here. Even as you do it to the least of these, shall I do it unto you. That's paraphrasing a great deal. But as you do it unto these, you do it unto me. He's quoting Jesus, basically. In other words, be kind to people. If you're harsh and you're judgmental all the time and throwing fits and being angry all the time and criticizing other people all the time, what is happening? You're setting yourself up for spiritual failure. Now, what do I mean spiritual failure? If you truly cannot love God and do not love God or don't believe in God, and you gloat at the misfortune of others, you're getting ready to get spanked really bad. The Lord God chastens, that means corrects those that He loves. And a lot of times those corrections are pretty intense, I'm telling you. You don't want to be sifted. You want to love God with all your heart, mind, might, and strength. To do that, you've got to know God. To know God, you've got to study your scripture, you've got to pray, and you've got to work on a relationship with Him. And if you don't do any of those things, you've got a real rude awakening coming. You do. You need to tell other people about God. Let them know there is a God. I have a friend that pronounced boldly on Facebook last night that she's an atheist. Well, most people, they're out of their comfort zone when they talk about God. They really are, because they'd rather just think about what they want and be as comfortable as they can be. I'm not comfortable. I never am. It's like my wife asked me, well, why do you get up so early? I have a nice bed, comfortable bed, and it's great for about 15 minutes. I have so many things wrong with me physically that the pain keeps me up. And I take some pain reliever that all it does is make me approach some semblance of physical normality. I've had more injuries and more trauma to my body than most people would be able to stand. The only guy I know, personally know, that's had more injuries than me is a guy named Marcus Luttrell, and you'll have to look him up. But anyway, I've got to get off of here. I love all of you with all my heart. I want God to bless you, and God is blessing you, whether you realize it or not. Like the sign says, be kind and try to help others. Bye.